Hello guys, welcome to today's video. And in today's video, I'm talking about why some candidates receive callback faster than others, why they receive a callback from recruiters, from hiring managers faster than other people do. And the reason why I'm making this video is because a friend of mine communicated to me the other day that he applied for a job with someone and they both did the whole application the same time, but the other person got a feedback faster than they did that. As a matter of fact, that they've not even gotten feedback yet, or later on they might get feedback but they've not gotten feedback yet. So I was like, okay, why not make a video on why it happens, on why some people receive calls faster or feedback faster than other people do. All right, that's why we are making this video today, so you get to know why your friend or someone you know or someone you're checking out on LinkedIn, or maybe you both commented on a LinkedIn post and you both indicated that you guys were looking at the same job or applied for the same job, and somehow you realize that the person got a feedback faster than you did. And now I'm making this video to tell you why this happened. All right, if this is your first time here or is your first time stumbling on me, do not leave here without knowing who I am. All right, so my name is Cynthia. I'm a real life recruiter. I do things that has to do with recruitment, jobs, interviews. The whole aim of this channel is to help you land that dream job, or to gist you, or to give you updates. You could be here just to get insights from a recruiter, or you could be here just to listen to gist of how recruiters and job seekers are actually interacting in today's market. If that's something that you want to know or something you just want to hear, you can just hit on that subscribe button and join the family. So don't miss our next video. All right. So let's dive right into why we are here for today, which is why did you get maybe your feedback later and the other person got their own feedback faster? Why did that happen? Now, number one reason why this could happen is because one, they align better with the role. They align better with the role. And you're asking, align better how? It could be the industry. I might be hiring for a client that is in the construction industry, or maybe a client in the consulting industry. And then I'm looking for people for them. And then I have somebody that is applying and they've had experience working in that same industry my client is looking out for. I will definitely get back to that person faster than I'll get back to you that has worked in other industries. So one of these reasons, the reason why this could be happening could be the industry where you've worked on and the industry where this person has worked on, or the industry they had experience in. Because we want people that aligns more with the industry, because we feel like if you're a customer care representative person in the construction industry and my construction industry client is looking for a customer care representative, someone that has worked in the construction industry will align better with them than someone that has worked in maybe another industry entirely. Do you understand? So the person might get a call back faster than you because of the kind of industry they've worked in or the industry we are looking to fill. But this callback, or maybe the reason they are getting calls faster, might not end up landing them that job. They might get the this thing faster, or they might get a call back faster, but they might not end up landing that job. But whether they will get it faster, yes, they will, because they are aligned with the industry. That's the number one point. So at the end of the day, we might end up interviewing them and probably realize that even though they were in this industry, they are not just a strong candidate. And maybe that's when we'll not get back to you to not try you and want to know, okay, let's know about your experience. I know if you know this job better. And somehow the industry at that point might not really matter to us because we've called people that are already in the industry and they just did not give us the feeling that they were the best. So whether they will get a call faster, they will get a call faster. I'm just trying to tell you right now that sometimes it's not really about you, or sometimes it's not really about the experience. It's not really about, it could be about the experience, but it's not really about how you've worked or how far you've worked. It could just be a small thing, or it could just be as small as industry. All right. I've had a role that I was trying to fill. I was working directly with my colleague. So my colleague was a higher person than me. She's a senior recruiter. So I was having to fill a role and she was also working on the role. So we both were collaborating to get people for the role. So I had people with experience. It was a business development manager role. I had people with experience from different industry. When I had a call with them, they sounded well, they were all aligned. So when I told my colleague about it, my colleague was like, but these people, they're in the medical industry. And you know, medical industry in terms of business development manager is a different ball game when it comes to being a business development manager in another industry. So she was like, let us just wave all these people off and just go ahead and find people that they've done business development in the medical field rather, that understands the markets and the industry. Do you understand? So I'm trying to tell you that it could just be as little as the industry that you've worked in before. It could be the reason one person got a call faster than the other. All right. So the second thing that could actually prompt this for someone to get a call faster than the other is because one candidate looks better on paper than the other. What do I mean? Now your CV comes in play. Your CV comes in play, either you like it or not. Your CV is the first impression of you. Your CV makes the first impression of you. It's not something you always want to talk about or something you always want to admit. But your CV makes that impression. It could be that they've looked at your CV, the structure of your CV, they might not like it. The recruiters might not like it. I'm looking at your CV, the font is not aligning, the paragraphing, I don't understand. I'm trying to understand how you arrange your CV. Where are your experiences? When last did you work? I'm trying and finding it so hard to put your CV in order and to understand or make out something out of your CV. And then there is a person that I'm looking at their CV, everything is well aligned, I can see them. I can just give them a call immediately, like ASAP. Just give them a call immediately. I'm removing their CV because I was so impressed with the way the CV looked. I've had a situation where one of my colleague came to our group chat and shared the my colleague came to the group chat and shared a CV of someone. The person did not align with the role they were looking at. So but the person reached out to us in case we have roles to fill them in, that kind of thing. So when this CV dropped in the group chat, I opened the CV. Oh my, oh my, I was so impressed. That CV was clean. The CV was so detailed. The CV looked like the person that owns it knows a lot about their job. I've not seen this person. Oh. I've not had a conversation with this person. I've not had an interview with this person. Just from their CV, I could judge that, oh, this person, I had to go back and check all the roles I was handling at that point to check if there is anyone at all that will fit this person because their CV was like, this person is so good, this person is so professional, this person has, just look at their CV, just look at how clean and nice it is. It was as if it was written by one machine. It wasn't looking like something a human being wrote because it was so nice and clean. That's what your CV can do. And if I had a role at that point that was open, trust me, I was going to call that one of the CV ASAP. I was not going to waste any time. I was going to call them immediately. That is to tell you how much impression your CV could make on an employer or a recruiter. So your CV is another thing that can make me choose to call you early and probably call the other person later. Depends what I'm seeing. All right. So you get a call back faster because of your CV structure or because of the way your CV looks. That could be the reason why you're not getting a call faster. The why you getting a call later for that application might be, let us just try you because we did not now get a good person. Let us try you and see whether you fit in or you work. That might be the only reason why you're getting a call. The next thing that could actually make us give you a call faster than the other person now is your experience. Now we're talking about your experience. It is your actual work experience that now matters. Now I'm looking at your experience, and somehow in your experience, you went ahead to get a generic description from probably ChatGPT or Gemini or any AI at all. Then you pasted it on your description section of your work experience. That's the work experience part, the responsibility part. You pasted it there as your experience. And somehow you forgot that these AIs, they did not do this job for you. You forgot that you did this job yourself. So there are things you might have done that the generic description did not cover. And if I had a client at that point that was looking for a particular thing, maybe there is a particular thing they feel like, okay, this person should have. And then I've had a call with them and they've told me how much they want someone that had that particular experience or that has had a particular experience working with a particular tool. They've told me how much they needed such person. and then I went through your application, and somehow because you copied generic description, you just did not state that you've used this tool. You probably have used it, but you did not state it because you used the generic description format that said this is what a business development manager does, and that is what the description gave you. You just pasted it, and you forgot that in some jobs, or in some jobs that you've done, that there are other things you did or new things you used that were even outside your job description, which could be a bonus in getting another job, which could be a bonus. And now my client is looking for a specific person that has experience with this particular thing, and then you have it, but somehow in your experience, I can't find it because you use generic description. You couldn't state it by yourself that okay, you've used this. All right. I'm not saying don't use AI to help, hasten it, but go through it and check if everything you did in this work was covered. If it was not, find a way to cover them. Because if I'm going through the application and I go ahead and see someone that has all this stated that, and they've used this particular thing my client is looking out for, and they did not just use it without stating it like you, they actually stated it, I'm definitely giving that person a call back ASAP, like immediately, as soon as possible, before I can get to you. Me getting back to you might be because I've had a conversation with that person and probably something did not sit right with me, or I felt like okay, maybe their experience is not really all that strong, even though they've used this too. Then probably I'll get back to and say, let me try you, and probably find a way to convince my client that maybe you're good, but you've not used that too. Only for me to not get on call with you. So I now realize that you've used it. I'm not asking you, so why is it not in your CV? Why didn't you state that you've used it? You're not like, oh, sorry, I did not state that. I must have skipped that. But you know, what's the possibility that I might get back to you to come and ask you if you've used this or not? What are the possibility that that might happen? That's another thing. The possibility is very, very low. Like it's very, very low, or it's just very low that I might not get back to you. I might probably get on to that other person, and the person will be very strong and they've used that too because they stated it, and I'll just go ahead with them. The person gets a faster call than you did, or the person got a faster feedback, or got, faster. I'm trying to find the word. The person got a faster, let's just use callback. Person that had got a faster callback than you did simply because their CV genuinely stated all they did, or probably one of the things or the main thing my client was looking out for. That was why I go back to them early than I did to you. Probably might be your friend because you know about them, and they tell you, oh, they've gotten back to me. Have they gotten back to you? You're like, no. Okay, I'm telling you right now that these things can be one of the reasons why this is happening. So you can go back, check on them, and see if this is a problem. For the one of industry specific experience, you might not be able to help that because you might not have worked in that industry. So it's not something you might be able to help. So you just probably wait and see if the call comes through to you later on. Maybe they do not find a good person. They are not like, okay, let us get to you. You look like your experience was good. But in terms of you not stating it on your CV, what your experiences were, that one it's totally on you, right? It's totally on you, and it's something you can help, so you can just help that. All right, so that is it for this video. So what I do here is I come to just to tell you things. If this is something that interests you or you like this video, if this video was actually good and you liked it, just hit that like button and like it, and comment on the video. All right, so that YouTube will know that this was a very educative video and it will help someone, so that they can push it ahead to someone else. You don't know who you might be helping just by liking this video. You might be helping someone out there. So do not forget to like the video, subscribe so you don't get to miss my face too much. All right, this is my face, so you don't get to miss it too much. So you get to see me again. All right, and watch the next video and hear my next gist. All right, that's it for the end of this video. For now, Recruiter Cynthia says bye bye.